Hey guys, what is up? I am coming at ya today with a new video to show everybody how to mint with a wrap memo and mem SLP token. So it's a really good price to mint right now. It's like we're getting a $200 discount per time. I have about 10 time that are sitting there, or memo, I should say, sorry, waiting to mint. So I'm going to turn this back into time, and then I'm going to swap it for mem, and then I'm going to wrap half of this, and I am going to create the LP tokens, and then we're going to mint with it. So welcome to that journey. And I have actually never done this one before, the wrap memo mem SLP, and I think we have to do it in Sushi Swap. So I have that pulled up ready to go. Okay, so we have a really great memo price here of 9.78. When I refresh it, I'm sure it will have changed. So we just want to make sure that this is the most advantageous one. I always check to see what the most advantageous one is at the time, and I refresh it constantly to see if it has changed, because they literally change like every 10 to 15 seconds. So my guess is it's probably changed, and if it is, we'll just sort of go from there. Okay, it hasn't, but it is going down a little bit. So that might mean the price is going down. It's all, these numbers are all, and discounts are all based on the treasury needs, but 9.56 is really high. And I'm going to show you guys my really quick sort of do in your head formula of how to determine whether it's more beneficial to mint versus just sort of stay staked. And right now, I always come to the highest one and I look at that, and then I pull up the stake menu, and I sort of look at the 5-day ROI, and just to do it really simple in my head, you basically want to take half of this number. So you could really conservatively go with 4.5. I just usually round up in my head because it's pretty simple math. So I go to 10 and I say, okay, so half of 10 is 5, and then I add it to this, which is almost 10, so it's like 15%. And so I just say it to myself is 15%, because I'll be getting 15%, because if I come in and press the buttons every 8 hours over a 5-day period, I end up getting about pretty much about half of these ROI rewards of the rebases. So over time it gets released, and I accumulate and claim an auto stake every 8 hours. So it ends up being about half of this. So 5%, which is half of almost 10%, plus this 10% is 15%. So is 15% greater or less than 9%? And it depends on whether you are free to click buttons or not every 8 hours, or not. Okay, so we just jumped on over to Sushi Swap, which is something I didn't need to do just yet. But anyway, this is where we're going to do the wrap memo, and I'm on the liquidity. So it's a preview. But we're going to go back over, and we are going to unstake our time first, because we're going to have to switch that into memo. And I guess I can swap. I guess I can wrap it all and then swap part of it. Okay, so I'll just unwrap it and then swap part of it in Sushi Swap. So I'm just going to wrap it all. Let's just do that. I keep getting this message. I changed something in my computer, and that is an annoying message that keeps popping up. Okay, so let's just wrap it all, and we'll say approve. And we're going to go for it and go ahead and do that. 13 cents. I love it when it tells you that it's going to be like 13 cents rather than just like a 0 and like an 8, 2 zeros and an 8 or whatever. And like, oh man, I got to do the math. Just let me know what it is. Okay, pending. We are pending. Transaction pending. Okay, that finished up. Oh, I guess I have to approve it first. Because this is my first time wrapping. Because I always mint, so I haven't had any real need to wrap anything yet. I'm constantly mimming. I guess it costs 7 cents to give access. Well, all right. I guess I can swing it. It's much better than Ethereum gas fees. That's for sure. Okay, so now I've got that and I am going to wrap it. So let's just try that. And then do I have to send it to Phantom? I don't know. We're going to figure it out. No, because it's on the AVAX chain. Okay, no. So I'm overthinking it and we are probably fine on AVAX because the sushi swap that I just opened up is on the AVAX. Okay, this is pending. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to turn half of this wrapped memo into MIM, the stable coin for Wonderland, and I like it. So I will support. Well, we have to do it for MIM anyways because that's the liquidity pair. So okay. Oh, it's going down, you guys. Okay, I better get faster at this. So all right, that's Wonderland. So let's go and see what we have here. All right. I guess it's there because I've never had any before. So I want to do half of it to MIM. Okay, so what's half of 0.23 is, wait, 23,000. Okay, just for fun, I'm just curious. Wow, is it really that low? See, here it's telling me that all my stuff is worth 24,796, and I just wrapped 100% of it, and now it's telling me it's 23,578. So I'm losing $1,000 to do this. I just don't see how that's a good deal. I know I did the math and I'm making like 2,100. Because it's like a $200 discount and I'm minting over 10 times. So it's more than 20. It's like 2,100. But not if I'm paying this much. It's riddle me it. But if you guys can figure it out, post it in the comments below because maybe the price went down. Let me refresh this. Oh, I am not. Okay. I am not minting. Okay, so here's the value. So there's some of the difference. Okay, there it is. And then, but what's this? So this is 24,151. Okay, so 24, let's do the handy dandy. 24,151 minus, what is it giving me? 23,578. 23,578. Okay, so let's do this. So it's costing me $573 to do this mint. That's expensive. Well, I saw some people saying that sushi was pretty expensive and that the fees are really high. So I don't think we can do it in Trader Joe. I looked earlier. I'm going to pause and go look again just to make sure. Okay, yeah, so no, it won't work on Trader Joe. So I guess that's just the cost of doing business. So what I'm going to do is come back to my handy dandy and do 2377. Let's see, clear this out. And I'm going to do 2377 divided by 2 because we're going to split it in half for the liquidity pair. So it's going to be 1188. So I'll come back over to Sushi Swap and then I will get rid of this because we're only going to switch half of it for MIM so we can do the liquidity pair and they need to be half and half. So I'm going to do 0.1188. Okay, so let's approve the swap. 13 cents. All right. To approve it. This is approving. Anytime you guys ever do anything for the first time, you have to approve it. Okay, now we're going to do the swap. And there we go. There's the swap. Confirm swap. Waiting for confirmation. And let's see, where is my MetaMask? Swapping. There we go. Okay, so let's just, art for fun's sake, figure out how much this is costing us. So it's only giving us a certain amount. Okay, very little. All right, I guess it's just calculated in this. I don't know. I'm confused. If you guys know how to answer what I'm confused about, add MIM to MetaMask. Sure. I thought I had it in my MetaMask, but all right. I guess I didn't, but I don't really know how that's possible. But all right, so it's added. Oh, added MIM. Add token. Didn't I just do that? I don't know. All right, it's being weird, but okay. So now we have to go and provide liquidity. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do. We have a little bit more wrap memo than MIM, so I'm gonna do the max MIM and then approve MIM. And this should create our liquidity pair. I hope I didn't screw this up. I don't think I did, but if I did, it's costing me $500. So let's hope that I didn't. And now we can just go into her. And I made this decision because even despite it's costing $500 for this whole swap, a little bit more actually, I still feel like this is a really good deal, and over 5 days I'll be getting 15% return on my investment, as opposed to, well, I guess a little less because of the $500 swap. Oh, it really went down, and now it's time MIM. Oh man, and I just wrapped all that, and now it's gone to, oh geez, minus 3%. Okay, so this is wah. This is a time when you're like, oh shit, I just paid $500 to do this. And you're like, oh my gosh, now it's negative. Like, it would literally cost me 100 more millions of dollars to do this. So I am so bummed. And now I'm gonna lose $500. Okay, so that really fucking sucks. Sorry for my French. I'm going to go cry. All right, I had to take a little pause and a breather there after that. And after doing some mental calculations, taking that hit is the best thing for me to do is to now go back over to and mint wrapped ETH. So I'll get to show you guys something else. I don't get to show you guys how to mint with this, but I'll show you how to mint with this when you already have an existing mint going. So I already have, if you guys watch my last video about minting a wrapped ETHe, I explained how I minted it and tried to catch the bottom, and it's still kind of been sideways trading since then. But anyway, so I still have some here, and if you see this, I have a little bit that is sort of trickled out and is claimable every like 2 seconds. A little bit of this total here gets put into this category where you can claim it or claim an auto stake. So anyway, I am going to go back, and I guess I have to. I'm gonna swap it. I guess I have to swap it in SushiSwap because that's the only place where wrapped memo is right now. So I am going to go ahead and I am going to swap it back, get out of this liquidity stuff. Luckily, when I did the liquidity, I had just approved the transaction because it was my first time providing liquidity for that. So I had to approve it. And then I didn't go back and click the provide liquidity. So luckily, I didn't get charged with that fee. So I actually just have now, I had split my wrapped memo and MIM together. So I am going to, you know what? Let me see if I can swap this. I'm going to see if I can swap this wrapped memo for wrapped ETHe. Let's see. Why does it just say wrapped ETH? Is it not wrapped ETHe? Does it matter? I hope it's wrapped ETHe. Okay. because I don't want to pay to swap it twice. So, because wEThe, okay, if you guys don't know, wrapped ETH is something totally different than wrapped EThe. So I don't really want wrapped ETH. So maybe Sushi Swap doesn't have wrapped EThe. So in that case, it looks like my only my only option is to turn it into MIM, which is another swap fee. Then I'm gonna have to pay again to swap it in fudge. Because okay, so look at this amount. Okay, I'll be getting 11,829, right? But if I look at my wrap memo balance over here in Zapper5, this is what I'm talking about, these fees. Okay. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. If you guys don't know, I love Zapper5. And I use it all the time. Because MiniMouse is just horrible about telling you what your balance is. Okay, so, oh, it's 1171. Okay, so 11,971. Okay, 11,971 minus, where is Sushi? Should I close it? Did I close Sushi Swap? By accident? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I guess I wrote over it with the zapper. Alright, let's go back to Sushi Swap. And we'll get in there. Sorry, I guess I should hit pause in the video for that. I'll try to get more cognizant of that whole thing. So, okay, so I have this wrapped memo. Anyway, it's still bitter. Can you tell? Okay, so I have this wrapped memo, and then I want to change it to MIM because it seems like those are the only things that are cross-chain. And I want, I'm just going to change it to MIM anyway because if yeah, okay, so 11,828. So 11,828 is what why is it changing to, okay, 1197 minus 11,828 equals, okay, so this is what this swap is costing me $143 plus the $500 that it already cost me, so like $643. So we're going to calculate if I'm actually going to even save any money by doing this mint. I've already like screwed it up 6 ways from Sunday, and I was going to make $2,100. Well, that was before fees. $2,100 before fees, before this thing changed, and it changed every 5 minutes. So before I do anything else, I'm going to refresh it and just hope that it sort of pauses for a second and does it. Okay, so we're actually going in a good direction, which could mean that the price is going up or the Treasury's demands are just getting a little bit different. It looks like the prices, okay, so yeah, the mint price, it's 2068. So if I mint 10 at 2068, and what's the price of time? 2068, 2229. So 2229 minus 2068. I'm doing my calculator on my phone. So this is faster. So 161. So I'll be saving $161 on every time that I mint right now. And I'm going to multiply that by 10.7 because I'm doing 10.7 time. I'm minting. So I'm going to make $1,722 minus the swapping fees of like, you know, I'm not sure how much it's costing me, like $600 or $700. Basically, I'm going to make $1,000 over 5 days. So, I mean, that's just on the mint. And then I'll also be getting the staking rewards, about half. Over 5 days, I'll get about half of these staking rewards. So overall, it's a good deal. I like minting. I was checking out the price of Hex. So, but yeah, so let's go back out of here. And hey, if you guys are into Hex or Hexicans, and you minted and sacrificed for the Pulse X, comment down below. Comment Hex. So I hear you. Anyway, okay, so there's that whole thing. And, or no, you know what? For the Hexicans, comment 555. It's just for fun. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so that's the secret code for the Hexicans. So I have to go back to the Sushi Swap, and I guess I am going to swap this and want, eat the fees, confirm swap. All right, fine. Let's just swap it all into MIM. Cost me $1 million. And then I have to go over to Trader Joe and I'm gonna go over to Trader Joe and okay, and I am going to swap the MIM I just did for wrapped wETHe. So let's do that. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Do I have any? No. All right, I'm going to change this to MIM. And I'm going to swap it for wrapped wETHe. Wrap wETHe. There we go. That's what they want. That's what they get. Oh, feeling a little spry today. Insufficient wrapped wETHe balance. Oh, what? Not liquidity. Am I in liquidity pool? Oh, maybe I am. Okay, yeah, well, of course. Well, that makes sense. So, okay, so I'm going to do, what are we doing? MIM, right? And then we're doing wrapped wETHe. Wrap wETHe. Yes, that is it. And we're going to do it all. And we're going to mint this much, which ends up being the 7.2. Some change. Oh, price updated. Okay, this is me doing my silly accent. Is it's messing things up. Oh my gosh, please don't have switched again. Please don't have switched again. I'm gonna cry if it's switched again. Woo-woo. Why is it taking so long? That's weird. It never takes this long. Try it again. There we go. Hey, Vax. Oh, gas fees. Durr. Okay, why is it, no, I'm gonna reject the second one. Yeah, I'm not paying fees twice. Okay, so let's see what we've got. We got our wrap wETHe. Boom. And so this is what I do just to test it, to see if I got it yet. I thought I confirmed it. No. Oh, it's pending. Alright, so let's see. We got it, we got it, we got it. Let me actually just come over here and see if we got it or not. So, wrap wETHe. And then I'm going to show you guys my secret way for minting when you already have some. It did not work. Alright. Okay, so there it is. Alright, so now you're going to come over here, and what happens is if you don't do this, you will lose all your claimable rewards. Okay? So, you have to come here and you have to claim an auto stake, right? Everything that's sort of sitting here. So claim an auto stake, and then while it's pending, I usually come in and mint. Okay, because I already have an existing mint. So this is sort of like the existing mint hack. So you come in here while it's pending, and then you come in and you mint the max, okay? And it's going to give you this error message that says, you have an existing mint. And I'm not going to read it all. Basically, it says it's going to take away the rewards. I just say, okay, because every second I wait, more of this balance drips out into here. So I don't want that to happen. And so I'm minting, like, and sometimes I take a picture of this. So I'm minting 7 ETH and I'm getting 11 times. So that's kind of a good deal, hopefully. And there we go. Oh wow, this is taking a long time. It must be really busy. So, okay, there we go. It has finished. And we'll just do a refresh and go sort of. The problem with wrapped wETHe is it's not in Zapper, so you can't really see your balance. It's so nice. Oh, and see, it's going up. So we actually could have minted it. Well, let's just see if this has gone down. No. So the price of time is going up. So that's good. So it seems like this was the right call. Let's hope if the price keeps going up, it was definitely the right call to mint because we got our discount in at 2070 mark. So the last mint I did at 2050, and we're about halfway through that mint. Let's see how much. Well, it starts over. So that's the other thing is when you do mint on top of an existing mint, your 5-day clock starts over. So totally fine. The main thing is with that is you just do not want to lose your claimable rewards because that really would just bite the big one. So yeah, because sometimes you can have like a lot in there, right? So let's see what my balance is. I have redeemable. So I have 19.20 time. Okay, so where's the handy dandy? 19.20. Oh, 19.20 plus, it's 19.20 plus these guys, which I'm just going to do on my phone really quick. 0.6510 plus 0.0235 plus 0.2786. Okay, so plus almost a whole other time. It's plus 0.9531. And let's see. Yay, you guys! I have officially made it to 20 time. It is so freaking awesome. So you guys, in 7 weeks and 1 day, it is official. I now have 20 time. So I worked really hard at this pressing buttons 3 times a day and making videos for everybody. But yay! So I'm like super stoked. Like 20, I started with 6 time 7 weeks ago, and now I have 20 time from minting and all the rebases. So super stoked on that one. And it was kind of a bummer what happened today. I would have had like a little bit more of a time, probably a quarter or more if it wasn't for all those fees and that sort of like fiasco that had happened with the whole situation that we had going on. So but yeah, I ended up making a little bit, and if the price goes up, it will have been a good decision. And we help fund the treasury balance, which I do all the time. And luckily, it's at $1 billion. That's a billion dollars. This treasure balance is huge. So this project isn't going anywhere. We have a great team. Sifu is so awesome doing that airdrop, and and the price is so stable. It's totally followed Bitcoin. I was watching another video that was following Bitcoin. Anyway, that's it for me. If you guys have any questions or want to see anything about Wonderland or even different DAOs I'm in Hector DAO, and I'm going to do a video about that. And we are going to make it on the Harmony chain. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, please just put them in the comments below. And you guys are all awesome. And stay golden. All right. I'll see you in the next one.